look at how thick this stuff is, man. I mean, this is really something. So it goes through 4 inches. Just kind of let that drip a little bit.
Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan, and it's a good day to work inside.
Yeah, we got a cold, crappy, gloomy day here in Cleveland. You can see the postman outside the window there. It's a Saturday afternoon, and it's just, we got to get some stuff done inside because we can't really go out there and do anything. It's horrible. So about 2 years ago, almost exactly, we started this pond project, right?
Yeah.
Took us about 6 months to get it all together, get everything going, and we built this DIY filter here that you can see through the inverted aquarium there. And it ran for about 6 months, and then we cleaned it. And it's been a whole year since we've done it since. This pond's doing fantastic. We have a great kind of ecosystem going here. To tell you the truth, we probably don't need to clean it yet, but we figured we would because it's starting to overflow a little bit. We're going to turn this around. We're going to show you how we're going to do this and everything, and we'll see how bad this is or not. All right, guys, so this is kind of like the previous owner had an in-law suite here, and we didn't really need it, so we built this pond, kind of used the other side of this room as my office. We got our floral Raycamier that we got at Goodwill over here, right?
Yeah.
Totally free. They were actually going to throw it away because no one wanted it. Can you believe that? It's incredible. And then we kind of built this whole, cement block kind of barrier around this aquaponics container. It's 300 gallons. This is a 90-gallon inverted aquarium that we suck the air out of with a vacuum. You can check our aquarium playlist if you want to see kind of how we did all these things. We've got some Shabunkin, Koi, Comets, Sarasa, kind of a few of each one. And they're doing great. And then we got a couple of rehomed turtles here. Here's Kame, who's been with us for a few years here. And Larry came along a little bit after that. And then one of your original turtles, Iastigi, that we raised like from a baby, she passed away. She was pretty old, right? But she did get to live in this for a little while before she did. And Kame's getting to be almost as big as how she was. She'll keep growing. But Larry, he's a special little guy. He's about 15 years old. We recently talked to his previous humans who kind of, gave him to us to rehome. And he was like a little rescue thing from like a school, and he didn't really have UV lights and stuff, so he got kind of stunted. But he lived, and he just kind of stayed small. Even though males are smaller than females, he's a painted turtle, but they would still be bigger than him, especially at his age. But he's doing great. He's thriving, and he's doing well, and he's got a real funny personality, and we just love having this in here. The sun comes right on through here. It shoots through here, and they all come up here in the middle of the day, and it's just really cool. This is the DIY filter we built. We'll put links in the description to kind of show how we did all that. Just basically a little pond filter we got on clearance at Mark's. If you live anywhere near Cleveland, Mark's is kind of like a clearance kind of store. It's totally awesome. We hooked it up. We got some tubing from like Menards. Hooked it up. It runs down the back. We kind of built this. It goes up around and then shoots the water up through. We went to a pond place. We have 2 sheets of 2 inches of foam. That's all that's in there. It travels through that. It overflows into this. We angled this way so it would shoot out this way and then kind of circulate the water around the pond in a circular motion. So it keeps the water moving. It's totally clear. We don't ever really do water changes in this. We started out thinking we might have to, but because the algae and stuff has grown and we have a very thick substrate of blue gravel, which we love, and just a great biosystem here, and we just don't really need to do anything, right? I mean, there's just not much work at all. We top it off once in a while. We do clean the algae here about every 3 months or so with a magnet cleaner. Just did a video on that about a month or so ago. We'll put a link in the description if you want to see how we do that. But ultimately, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take that bucket that Jack's got. We're going to unplug this pump. We're going to put this up into the bucket so that these are equal level. One of the things we found when we did this last time, right, man? When we turned this off, the water flowed out of that, which got quite a few gallons in there, into the pond, almost overflowed it, and put a bunch of muck in here. So we learned our lesson. We're going to unplug it, put this up in here, and then basically take those out, hose them off, suck all the muck out of there, do some scrubbing and that, and then hook it back up. We'll see how it goes. All right, we got a little bucket here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of reach over here and unplug this. So that pump is turning off, but as soon as I'm doing that, I'm going to take this guy, put it right in this bucket, so that they're kind of at an equal height. Some of it's going to go into the bucket here, but not much. This is just basically a little piece of foam we had. I don't even remember what from, that we had on this so that it wasn't rubbing against this concrete, because we figured, you know, vibration or stuff, it might cut a hole through it. And, you know, just kind of take precautions for that. So we'll take, you know, we'll check the filter and everything. I mean, it doesn't even look like there's much on there. I do reach down here once in a while. You can see here when we turned it off, when the turtles lose their scales, sometimes these scales will attach. What I do is I just reach in here every now and then and just pull them off and just throw them in our compost or whatever. You know, they're just keratin or whatever. But so you can see now we got equality here. Not a bunch of stuff's going to flow into here. So we're basically just going to take these guys out. I'll grab this other bucket here. And you guys can kind of see. These are pretty big. This was basically a planter, right, dude?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to put like 1 foot over
Now
here.
where do we get that at? Like Menards?
I actually ordered this online from Amazon just because
right,
I
yeah.
liked how it looked. I liked how it was gray. We got all the other pieces and parts from Menards and that. So I'm just going to kind of reach in here, and there's a little plug piece that goes in the back. Pop that guy in the bucket, and then maybe come around here on this side. This is pretty mucked up, but honestly, it's still flowing through. So it's just a big, huge sheet like this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. And I'm just gonna try to lift it straight. Wow, it's heavy, man. It is full of stuff. Just gonna kind of do this, pick it straight up, just kind of do one of those. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go clean this guy and then set it aside, come back, and then we have some smaller. If you look down in here, there's some partitions to this container, and so the other pieces are smaller. So we're gonna get this out, go clean it, come back, get those, and then what we'll probably do is suck the water a little bit out of this, because a lot of this is probably gonna go on the bottom, and just kind of clean it up, put it all back in, turn it on. I mean, honestly, once a year, man, this is an incredible ecosystem. This has worked out way better than we thought it would be. There's like literally no maintenance. The biggest maintenance is cleaning the inverted pond, which only takes me 20 minutes on a lunch break every 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, unfortunately, we can't really take this outside. It's pretty cold and nasty outside, but we do have a big utility sink. We're gonna take this over there and just rinse it all out, right?
Yeah.
All right, this really ain't bad, huh?
No, yeah.
So that's the first layer. It's 2 inches thick. What we do is we take the nozzle off of our thing so we get like more pressure, and it's just like rinsing right through here. I mean, it's just coming right out, man. This is our laundry room thing, so we got like a big kind of like trap underneath here and stuff for, you know, this is why we do all our fish tank stuff in here, but it's kind of coming right out of there, huh?
Yeah.
Not bad, man. It's amazing how heavy that thing was, get all that growth in there. There's the little nub part that fits around the hose. I already got that, so we're gonna lay that one down. What I'm gonna do is go back over there and I'm gonna get the other ones. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back over here, and you can see these bottom ones. These are the ones that the thing comes right through. Just gonna kind of start taking these out. Kind of figured I'd film this. I'm gonna try to pick it straight up. Look at how thick this stuff is, man. I mean, this is really something. So it goes through 4 inches. Just kind of let that drip a little bit. Put them into buckets here. So these are the 3 smaller pieces. This is the one that goes around the hose here. This stuff was really not very expensive, and it's very coarse, so it's pretty easy to clean, and we'll probably be able to use it for many years. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these 3 here over to Jack. He's gonna work on the rest of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually siphon some of this out of here after I scrub it clean and everything, and then we'll just kind of show you guys that when it's done. And he's gonna work on these. Of course, Larry wants to know what's going on, right? He's always up here. So the cool part is because we put that up here at the same level and took it out, this didn't flow back in like last time. But even if some of it did, I mean, it would just add more, you know, good bacteria to the substrate. But look at that substrate, how clean it is with these turtles digging through it and the koi, you know, constantly picking at it. I mean, it's unbelievable. 2 years old. It's just straight blue, totally awesome. A lot of people didn't like the blue color when we did it, but we're glad that we did because we feel we can really see the fish against it. We think they look really vibrant. and the turtles too, because a lot of ponds are black, and then if you have a black koi like we do, which we love this guy, we named him Blade, you know, from the comics, from the Blade comics, you know, we wouldn't be able to see the turtles, we wouldn't be able to see Blade. So it's kind of really cool that we think blue is kind of the perfect color. They show up so much better in our opinion. Right, Larry? He loves attention. Whenever we are doing anything, he's right there. All right, well, Jack's working on those sponges. I'm kind of going around here. You can see, you know, calcium and lime and stuff kind of form this ridge of evaporation right around that side. We always talk about these. We actually get these. These are like dryer vent filters. You can get like 4 of them for $1 at Drug Mart. They're like, you know, stainless steel. They're really good for stuff like this. We actually clean the glass with it when it gets hard water stains. But, you know, you just go along and look how easy this comes off. I mean, it takes it right off this. And, of course, Larry's supervising, right? Do you want to eat that, Larry? Why do you want to try to eat everything? He's so funny. But this comes right off. So I've actually gone all the way around all 3 sides. I'm just finishing this last side here. Only took a couple minutes. This tub came from a place called Tank and Barrel. And we'll put the link in the description for where we got this. A lot of people have asked us. We got a pretty good deal on it. I think it was around $500, but because we did a video and everything on it, you know, they gave us a better deal. And I think it was well worth it because, I mean, this thing will probably just last forever. You know, we never have to worry about it leaking or tearing or breaking, really. It's pretty much indestructible for the most part. So anyway, going around with this, taking this off, and I think it's going to be, this is going to be pretty fast. This whole entire job is only probably going to take us an hour. If we only have to do this once a year like this for an hour, that's nothing. So I'm going to keep working on this, clean this stuff up, siphon this stuff out. This is what's left in here. You can see the tube kind of going down there. So we're going to probably siphon most of that out of there with just a little siphon into a bucket and clean this stuff, and then put the sponges back in and just hook her back up. All right, so we just kind of got the old school little vacuum thing, just kind of bringing this down into a bucket. Again, we'll probably leave a little bit of this in there. You want some of this because it's part of your good culture. Look at all these guys coming up here to see what I'm doing. They're like, what are you doing over there, man? Isn't that great when they come up in the tank? Look at this guy. He is getting huge, man. They're doing all little shebunkin'. Yeah, they're all watching me. What's he doing over there? So we're just gonna kind of drain this out. Almost done. Okay, guys, got all that out of there. There's just a tiny little bit in the bottom kind of left in there. Again, not a big concern. You kind of want to leave some of that anyway. You can see there's just about a few milliliters of water left in there. You can see the pipes are all clear where we put the holes in that. If I turn that on right now, it would actually shoot all the way out. So, you know, I can test it, but I don't really have to. They all look open and everything. I decided to clean this next time I'm actually in the pond because it's kind of hard to reach to lean over. And when I'm in there doing the glass on this guy, I can just sit there with the steel wool and just clean it off completely. I just didn't do it last time, kind of forgot about it. But anyway, that's cleared out. Let me come over here. I emptied that first bucket. I took it right out here and put it in the old kind of landscaped area there. And I got a little bit left for the second one. I'm going to throw that out there. That's good plant food right there. And took this apart. Honestly, wasn't much going on here. I don't really feel the need to go further with this. I took this screen off. Just had a couple of these, you know, like I said, a couple of little turtle scales in there. Gonna throw those out there in the compost, kind of cleaned up this area where it sits. Just gonna pop this back on, put it back down in there, and go see if Jack's done. And as soon as he's done here, we're gonna throw these back in here and turn this baby on. All right, let's go down here, see how Jack's doing. How'd that go, man? Pretty cool?
Pretty easy, yeah.
I mean, you're already done, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty
Look at these. I mean, that's pretty easy, man. It didn't even take you that long. This one was really kind of built up, but plus it was bulky. But again, you want some of that media to stay in there. So we don't want to like make it crystal clear, you know? Yeah. This is all we have in that filter, guys. Just these sponges. A lot of people, they get funny. They go, oh, you got to have like bio balls and all that. But we have gravel, right?
Yeah, we really don't need that, yeah.
And the gravel's like 1 trillion bio balls.
Yeah, it's like the best filter.
Yeah. So all that, you know, media is in the gravel kind of working on things in the substrate there and everything. So this works really great for us. 2 years going strong, a year and a half for this filter. Let's go pop this baby in and turn it on. All right, we got the sponges over here. We got to put the small ones in first. Jack's gonna kind of put those in. Again, those just kind of lay in there. Just kind of push them down in there. And you got the one that goes, good thing we got long arms, huh?
Yeah.
That one goes around the pipe. I got this one on this side. And again, they just kind of fit down in there. I'll wedge them in there a little bit. And then we're gonna put the big one in over top of everything. And just kind of hold everything down in place. Just kind of push that one kind of down in there a little more. I'm gonna flip this one this way. And then the big one just kind of goes down. There we go. Just gotta have it come around this, like that. And then that little guy just kind of goes in here. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go around here, plug this in, and see how it goes. All right, man, so that wasn't that hard, huh? They're all over there by Jack. They're like, is he gonna feed us? Look at them all over there. This is one of the original little tiny feeder guys that we got for like 10 cents. This guy, and he's just one of the coolest little dudes in here, isn't he?
Yes, he's neat.
He's always up there eating the algae and stuff. A lot of these guys, they were just little feeder guys that we kind of saved, and they really turned into little beauties. Look at this guy. Anyway, I was commenting how weird it is because I'm in here like 12, 13 hours a day, sometimes way longer, in my office over here. This is where I work. And I have, the rack. That's going to be coming up. We're going to redo that. We haven't done anything on that in a while. We're going to be working on that, cleaning it up. But anyway, I was commenting on how it's weird without the noise. We're so used to this noise. It's been 2 years that this thing's been running back here. We had the canister filter before we hooked this thing up and made it. But I'm just so used to the noise and everything. I think Domino and Blade are really buddying up. They're always around each other, chasing each other around and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cool.
That'd be
Domino's
neat.
gotten really big.
She has, man. Unless Blade is the female and Domino's the male, because it seems like Domino is per se. So we may have.
But I don't think so.
So anyway, this is really easy, guys. So we have it hooked up to a circuit breaker. This is the timer for the lights, for the turtle lights, which actually just turned on a little bit ago. Everything's back in here. Jack's gonna hit the switch. We're gonna see how it does. It's probably gonna take a second to prime or whatever. But go ahead and hit that little red switch on the circuit breaker thingy. And there we go. Turned right on. Whoops. Boy, shooting right out of there, huh? You can hear it.
Probably really fast.
I would venture to say that this thing is probably, what, 20 gallons?
About...
Maybe more.
I don't know about 20.
I mean, that's a 20 long up there
Maybe
on
like
top of that.
15.
On top of that. All right. It's nice and quiet. You can hear it filling. It's just taking a minute. Should be coming up any second. There it comes.
I see it, yeah.
So it's kind of coming through the foam. Yeah, it's super quiet, man. It's just weird. I'm so used to hearing that water trickle. All right, here it comes. It's coming through. And we'll see what it sounds like. They're all waiting. Look at them. They're like, what's going on up there? Here it comes. And it's hitting the pipe now. There you go. It's probably going to take a minute to kind of catch up. You see it's a little bit foggy kind of coming through there after we mess with it. But not bad at all. There you go. It's just as easy as that, huh? Pretty cool. We also put a little foam thing on that. Oops.
Some air gets...
Oh, yeah. You know what? It took water out of the tank to fill this up, and so it burped into that. Yeah, we didn't think about that. So it took away some of the volume. That's okay. We haven't vacuumed this in a long time. We do like to leave a couple inches for the turtles when they go up in there, but we're probably gonna have to top the pond. We didn't think about that because this volume took down off of here, so we'll have to top off the pond here. Anyway, as I was saying, this little guy here we put a foam on too because he sits against the brick stair. But anyway, yeah, we actually have a tube hooked up right over there. We're gonna top this pond off. We didn't think about that. This is kind of like an auto-fill type of situation being inverted. So it just kind of, filled that up that we took out. Again, not a big deal. We don't mind there being a little bit. A lot of times the turtles go up there and they take breaths, and then they come down and leave, and then there ends up not being any, and sometimes I just burp it up by putting a tube or whatever. But anyway, so Jeff's gonna kind of top that off. There we go. Totally awesome. Larry's supervising as always. He likes to play with the tube when the water comes out of it, don't you, Larry? Don't you, buddy, huh? So we're just topping that off real quick. Little bit of cloudy water with kind of releasing that in there, but honestly, this was super easy. I mean, what did it take us, an hour? And that was with filming.
Yeah,
I mean, we could have probably knocked this out 30, 40 minutes without trying to make a video on that. But we're just kind of topping it off here. He's so funny, he comes up to it, and then it shoots him in the face, and he gets scared and goes away. There's one of the Shibunkins doing the same thing. But, yeah, totally cool. We're going to top this off. We'll show you how it all came out done here. And we may vac this if they don't take it down themselves. Again, a lot of times the turtles go up there, they go up there 100 times a day, take a breath and leave, and then it ends up going back up, Yeah. So it just depends. But gotta show this guy too. Boy, this guy's looking awesome, isn't he? We may have to put something in here, because if those guys are gonna breed, or we'll take them out, because Domino is clearly pursuing Blade there. Springtime, baby, right? All right, man, nice work, huh?
Yeah.
That was not bad at all.
No.
Honestly, once a year. Probably could have even gone longer, huh?
Yeah.
But we just wanted to kind of do it, and it was a crappy day out. Couldn't get anything done out there. So anyway, everything came out great. We topped it off. Everything's going good. Probably what I'm going to do later this week, one of my lunch breaks, I'm going to put the camera down in there like we have a couple of times, do like an underwater feeding kind of situation. We got a bunch of real big like calcium blocks from Foxy's Fish and Pepper Creek Aquatics. Remember that?
I seem to like those, yeah.
And we've never filmed them, so I think we're going to put one down in there, maybe some food and peas like they like and stuff, and just do a video. People like the relaxing kind of underwater video kind of situation, so haven't done one of those in a while. Give this a couple days to clear up after doing all this, make it just crystal clear, but very cool. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell and all that stuff, right, dude?
Yep.
And just check the links in the description. We'll put some links about when we first got the pond and the DIY filter and some of those things that we did, if you want to see the history on this over the last 2 years. And of course, check out our aquarium playlist. We've got about 14 tanks around here, right?
Yeah.
Including this big guy. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Larry's going up to check out the scene. They're all following him. Look. Larry's like the leader of the tank. He's like, just put some food in for me. Look at that one right there. Awesome he's doing. What a breed.